Hey y'all, what's up? It's Brittany here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be using the ever controversial JACLYN HILLXMorphe Vault Collection. This has been an issue in the beauty community just because the first batch of PR palettes that were sent out was not the greatest. But JACLYN HILLXMorphe pulled all those palettes off the shelves and said trash them and dash them because we are going to send you some better ones. So instead of launching on June 26th like they originally planned, they finally launched on August 14th with these 4 palettes you see here. Ooh, you see 3. There's 4. So the 4 palettes are named Armed and Gorgeous, Bling Boss, Ring the Alarm, and Dark Magic. So if you would like to know how I created this look using the palette, then let's get started. Okay, so for today's tutorial, I'm going to go in with the Dark Magic palette. I'm just excited to play with this. Oh, the lighting's going to change. The sun is coming through today. So I'm going to start off with the color It's this really nice soft brown, and I'm using the Morphe blending brush to do this, and I'm just putting that right there in the transition area right above my crease. And you see I'm holding on to the end of the brush so that I don't apply too much pressure. And once there's no more product left on the brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges. And I'm bringing this all the way down. Okay, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that shade, and I'm going to stay a little lower to just deepen that crease some. And I'm just going to let the sides of the brush kind of blend out what we just put down. Okay, I want to show you something really quick. Whenever I was first blending, I don't know if you could tell, but whenever I was first blending, like say here's the brush, I took the brush and I turned it like this, and then that's when I put it on my eye in this position and then started blending. But that last step, I took it and I turned it sideways like this. And so it's like the wide part is going in instead of like this. You see the difference? And then that's when I just softly blended, barely applying any pressure. I'm just gonna take what is left and kind of drag that into the outer corner. So, because we're gonna smoke this out. I don't have any additional product. I'm literally just dragging what's already there in the crease. Okay, I want to do something totally different and just completely, I don't know, like out of the blue. I've never tried this before. I'm literally trying it for the first time right now. Okay, I'm going to take some concealer. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand right here. And I'm going to take a clean liner brush. This one is by Eco Tools. And I'm going to dip my brush into the concealer. Okay, I'm gonna tilt my head sideways and we're gonna do a winged liner with our concealer. It's okay if it's not perfect because we're gonna go back over it and like smudge it out and all that stuff. So the only part you really want to focus on getting as close to perfect is your actual wing. I'm honestly just applying like barely any amount of pressure and kind of flicking like that so that you can get that straight perfect point. First I want to pick up this Temptress shade right here on another liner brush, and I'm just going to stamp it on my eyelid right there over top of the concealer that we just laid down. And I'm gonna just drag this inward. And we're gonna clean this up, so don't worry if your winged liner isn't perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up another liner brush, and I've already dipped into this color with it before. And then I'm gonna take Inside Job, which is that green shade, that really dark green shade, And I'm going to line just over the edge of that Temptress shade and kind of push it inward while you're applying it. Next, I'm going to pick up a smudger brush like so, and I'm going to go in with no product at first and just kind of smoke that out and smudge it around just a little bit. Just move that inside job shade around some. Okay, and then with another clean smudger brush, I want to pick up Busted. And I'm gonna go in over top of where I smudged out all of those and just keep blending. And the further you go in, the closer to your lash line you want to keep it. You don't want to thicken it out too much, but I will show you how to clean that up. Okay, once you've got both wings applied, go back in with your concealer brush and make sure it's clean again. Dip into your concealer. And what you're gonna do is go to the very corner and lightly drag it along the edge of the eyeshadow, kind of clean it up just a bit. And then I'm gonna dip back into that Temptress shade and really darken the outer corner with that shade and kind of push it inwards and fade it into the rest of those colors that we laid down. Keeping most of the dark pigment towards the bottom. And I'm gonna kind of go back over the bottom just to make sure I'm defining it even more and make sure it's still dark and pigmented down there. And each time you go back in with concealer, make sure you dip your brush off and clean it off on like a paper towel or something, so that you're not just basically smudging the eyeshadow that you're trying to clean up everywhere. You really want the bottom of the wing to be darker than the rest, and the rest just kind of fades into the eyelid. Okay, now I'm gonna take a teeny tiny little concealer brush. And this one is by e.l.f. And we're gonna put a generous amount on there, and then I'm gonna go in and cut the crease. I'm just gonna push that into that liner, kind of going down into it for right now. Okay, then I'm gonna pick up another concealer brush, a much bigger brush. I'm gonna dip into the shade Power Cut right here. Oh my goodness, this shade is gorgeous. I love it. Of course, I'm gonna spray my brush. I'm gonna start at the top because that's where I want it to be most pigmented, because we're gonna smoke out the bottom. So I really want it to be the strongest on the crease. Now that we have applied that, I'm gonna go back in with my smudger brush from earlier that's got the color Busted on it. I'm gonna dip out a little bit more of Busted and come in from the top, and I'm holding back towards the end of the brush just like I was earlier and kind of smoking it out. Once I've blended some of that color off to the brush just a little bit, then I'm going to kind of blend it upwards, laying my brush a little flatter on against the lid. Like so. Okay, just to kind of even them out, I'm going to look straight ahead into my mirror and kind of down, and I'm going to just run it across the line where the crease meets the wing, like right in here. You see what I'm talking about? just to kind of even them out, make sure I'm not like completely lopsided since I was tilting my head. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up that Morphe blending brush that we started off with and take some of that shade. And I'm gonna kind of go over the crease just a little bit, very lightly, just to make sure everything's blended. No fraudulent harsh lines, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my face makeup off camera. That way I can save us a little bit of time and we can come back and finish up the under eyes. I think for the under eye, I'm gonna take a smudger brush and dip into inside job and just smudge it along the lower lash line, close to the lash line as possible. And I'm gonna kind of connect it right there in the corner. And then I'm gonna pick up the other smudger brush and go in with Busted and go right below that. And just smudge out the lower lash line right here on the outer corner with the heaviest, and then I'm gonna kind of bring it at a slightly different angle so I can get a little bit more precise the further I go in. Since this is a winged liner look, I really want most of the focus to be on the outer eye. Kind of taper in as we go further into the inner eye. Then I'm going to pick up this e.l.f. blending brush right here, and I'm going to dip into the shade, the one that we got going on in the crease right here. And I'm going to just blend out those edges really softly. Oh, girl. Oh, yes. Y'all, this right eye has really been trying to like sabotage my success today. I'm not okay with that. So I'm gonna need you to like get your shit together. Oh, now I'm gonna finish this off with some black liner in the waterline. And I'm gonna take that liner brush and put some of Temptress on it and use that to set the waterline. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, get them ready for some mascara. Just for a little extra zhuzh, I'm gonna go in with this Total Temptation. This is also by Maybelline. This stuff smells phenomenal. I'm not gonna put on fake lashes, so I wanna coat my lashes really good since we've got such a bold wing liner. I really don't want my lashes to like disappear. And last but not least for the eyes, I'm gonna go into the original JACLYN Hill palette by Morphe, and I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. Oh my goodness, this is like my favorite highlight shade of all time for the inner corner. Yes. It goes perfect with these colors, I feel like. So, ooh, pop that on the brow bone right here. And now all we need to do is finish it off with a lip. I'm gonna start off with the NYX Liquid Suede, and this is in the shade Sandstorm. Okay, and then I'm gonna top it off with the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the shade Fortune Cookie. Love this gloss, y'all. It looks so good on top of this. So this completes today's tutorial. I really hope that you like this look. I'm digging this winged liner, this smoky green, teal-ish with the shimmer. Yes, I'm living. I've never done a winged liner like this. Like, I've done some pretty crazy winged liners, but this one I came up with completely on my own, and I'm pretty proud of it if I do say so myself. So as far as the Dark Magic palette goes, the colors are just beyond gorgeous. I love the color scheme, the dark blue. I'm actually kind of interested to play with this color and this color right here, so we'll have to see what other looks I can come up with in using this palette. Overall, I'm completely satisfied with the quality of the shadows. The blending, it blends so nicely and it's so creamy and buttery and smooth. Literally everything she said the palette is gonna be, it is. I have not played with the other palettes. I will be playing with those soon. You'll see more tutorials coming up from this collection, so keep a lookout for that. Thank you so much for your love and support in today's tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed today's look. And if you liked today's tutorial, don't forget to hit that like button and click subscribe and the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I upload. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope that you all have a great rest of the day wherever you are. Bye. Oh my god, transitions are so awkward for me in intros. I just want to know, like, what is it supposed to be? Like, what should it be? Is it supposed to be awkward? Was it meant to be awkward for everybody? I don't know. Yes, Morphe, your palettes are bisha. I'm like obsessed. I just hit my ear piercing, you dumbass. Y'all know that kitty cat, meow. Who is that? Gary from Spring Boob Squire Pants. I'm ready, I'm ready. Oh my gosh. People are gonna unsubscribe from you, I swear. Are you kidding me? This is my leg. I dropped it one time, and that's what happened. I wonder if I can fix it with my tears. Seriously, that sucks. Just so rude. We got teal eyeshadow all over me now.